The rookie fourth rounder out of LSU, Cade York, has this one teed up. And we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Herbert has it knocked free. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Elliott breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. What a run that time from the always electric Deshaun Watson. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end McKinney right side complete. Touchdown, Allen! Trey McKinney. 61 yards. And the Chargers have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So that about as easy an interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them aren't blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air. And they come away with the pick.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Watson. That one caught by Felton. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Up the middle with Eckler. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22. Cleveland offense making their way out. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended it. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to
a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now the Browns will use the first of their three. Timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg, rolling to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The final shot before the break. Watson flush to his right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's Deshaun Watson and the Browns back to the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A give, Eckler running to the right. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Not only is the slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here is Eckler. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Second and 5 now. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 8 yards out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he fires one incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing on third down, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Off of play action, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Room here to run. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. Back to throw, Watson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone. Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives. Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. Ekeler going to get it again on second down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
To throw is Watson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Watson off play action. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 32 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
To throw, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. What a performance. All those points put up. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Herbert to throw right away. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception. navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Running on first down, Eckler. Always got some breathing room. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a lane slow in materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On 2nd and 9, Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 65 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Herbert on 1st down now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. And not only did he dance, took it, wheeled,
and oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Herbert on 3rd down now. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here. Their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to meddle with Cook. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Allen will try to throw for it. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing, because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Chargers offense back onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception. Herbert has it knocked free. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And the pressure gets to him again. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On first down, Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Quentin Morris, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and